So we'll just start off with the prayer. Yeah, so, Divine Spirit, amid the hustle and bustle and noise of life, quiet reflection is a sanctuary of serenity. We are so grateful for those moments of stillness that allow us to connect with our inner self. You know we yearn for the guiding light of clarity. May the fog of confusion dissipate, revealing the path that beckons us forward. May challenges be transformed into stepping stones of growth, and setbacks be the fuel that propels us forward. In these moments of stillness, answers emerge, clarity surfaces, and we find peace in being. Divine Source, we pray today for your guidance and protection as we go into this meeting. We know your goodness, your love and mercy forever surround us, and with the utmost humility, we thank you for this. Amen. And so it is. Okay, so we'll start the night as we usually do with listening to last week's recording. It was the crown chakra we recorded. You sent it off to Andy, and Andy's got it all ready, I think, to play. Thank you, Andy. Thank you very much. It's a pretty interesting feeling, isn't it, inside listening to that? Do you all get shivers up your spine and tingles? And yeah, yes, it sort of sets me alight listening to that. So, as I said, we're going to have a preliminary group chat tonight about what's ahead. I'll be able to let you know a little bit about what we've been offered to do. I can tell you a wee bit of the story. I'm not allowed to tell too much. And I'll explain about that later. So it really is the end of the course, but it really is the beginning of an in-service journey. If we choose to take part, Spirit's offered us this journey, and it's up to us to choose whether we want to take part or not. It's fine if we do. It's fine if we don't, because if we don't, there's something we know there's something else out there waiting to tap us on the shoulder. So, we don't have to feel we need to do it or we should do it. It's just if the heart tells you to be involved in this, just follow your heart. That's the thing. So, Scott, we've got some slides.
Yes, let me pull those up for you.
Can you leave the last one? We're not going to do the last one in the meantime. Yes, on there, that's good. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Okay. So we've talked about breath a lot, haven't we? It's so important that we can never recap it too often. Every breath we take in life is a breath of pure, creative intelligence and love. Everyone. The intelligence that runs the universe without making any mistakes and runs our whole human body without making any mistakes. Breath is so, so important. And it's really important during this meditation, because if we can be aware of the breathing during the chakras, especially the spaces, the 3 minutes of the 3 breaths at the end of each section, it's quite a wee while. But just being aware that those breaths are really pure creative intelligence that we're breathing right into our very beingness. It's not just a breath. Very, very powerfully helping us during this meditation, that breath. And I've written down here, when our attention is focused on our thoughts during the meditation, like trying to do it right, or looking for a particular experience, like if someone shares an experience and we think, oh, I haven't had that, oh, I wish I could have that, our ego's right on board. 2 things about that. We don't want to be thinking during this meditation, and nor do we ever try to have an experience like anybody else has, because everyone is uniquely different and no 2 people will ever have the same experience. So we just look for our own experience, not wish we had the experience that someone else is having. That's really important too. So the more relaxed and freer floating we are during our meditation, the clearer will be our experience when it comes. If we really breathe very deeply, Divine Mother says our experiences will be clearer. So the breath is important in gaining clarity of experience. And the main purpose of this meditation, of course, is to help us come to higher states of consciousness. It always is. And as a group, we're very powerful as a group. We've been given the opportunity to do this meditation together as a class, and it's created an energetic, unified construct. And we're all joined together, and our hearts will be in sync. We'll be in sync while we're doing this meditation. The longer we do it, the more in sync we'll be. So it'll be like one very, very powerful unit meditating together. And the effect of that, both for us and on the universe, because it all goes out into the universe, is really quite powerful, and it's a big assistance on this journey, this transition journey we're on. Yeah. So we've been given the chance to soak ourselves in creative intelligence during this meditation, and isn't that a great gift? Even understanding that and knowing that. And I think I might have told you before that Divine Mother told me that if we were to breathe, take deep breaths, 3 deep breaths every waking hour, every day, it would inevitably lead to our enlightenment. There's another one she told me about just recently, is if we breathe into, oh, this isn't during the meditation, but I'll just give you this as an aside. If we breathe into, right down to our pelvic area, a very, very deep breath right in, to about the count of 5, then hold it for the count of 5, and breathe out again until we're absolutely empty, to the last shred of oxygen, of air, of prana has left our lungs, and hold that for 5 seconds. That's incredibly powerful and helpful. And it removes the emotional blockages that are stuck to the walls of our lungs. A lot of our emotional blockages get stuck in our lungs, and that meditation will help release the blockages. So as full a breath as we can take, hold for 5 seconds, and empty out as far as we can go. You know, you feel all sort of, try it. Try breathing in as far as you can. Right down very low. Hold for 5 seconds. And then empty your lungs out till you're pushing out every last piece from your from your lungs. And hold that for 5 seconds. And Divine Mother said it clears blocked energies, the emotional stuckness, the emotional energy that's sticking to the walls of our lungs. Didn't even know the emotional energy stuck to our lungs. We're learning something every minute. Yeah, so that's a good one to try, an exercise to try at home. Now, about the meditation class, Divine Mother says that the meditations we've been doing in class are symbolic. That was to develop a strong cohesiveness within the group, like I said. And that was really the purpose. She wanted us to all be doing the mantra sound together, the breath the same length, to create this cohesiveness. And I understand it may have been difficult for some of us to stick with the timing. You know, it really was. And to stay with the voice sometimes. It has been, because something inside us wants to do it differently. But we've been asked to do it this way in this class for a purpose. And it was hard sometimes to hear the voice, because we didn't hear the full voice on the Zoom platform. We'd maybe get, when it came across to us, we might have got 2/3 of it, I think. A bit was cut off just because of the Zoom platform. Sometimes hard to hear the mantras clearly and fully, but Divine Mother said it was enough. You know, even on the nights when it was really difficult, it was enough. It achieved its purpose, and we have created this group of cohesiveness. She said, we're there, we've done it. So tonight, Frances will take us through it once more, and we're going to change the format a little this time. We're not going to do the whole thing, you know, starting from the the base chakra and going up. Remember, Divine Mother said it was so that we could remember what we had already learned. Well, we've already learned it now, so we don't have to do that anymore. So tonight we'll start with the crown chakra. And I'll explain that to you when, no, I better explain it to you before before the screen, the sign goes up, the slide goes up, I think, because I made a bit of a mistake on the chakras tonight. We're going to start with the crown chakra, 3, 6, 9, and then we'll loop around to the beginning again like we've done before, back to the base chakra and go back up to the crown chakra and include it. Tonight you may have an awareness of the color. I mean, you may have been having an awareness of the color of each chakra anyway, of the position where it is and the sound, because everybody's sound is different. Everybody hears the sound of the mantra differently. And doing this meditation, we're actually connecting our sound with the sound of the mantra to make it one. We're becoming at one with actual sound of the mantra. So just knowing that and being aware of your sound and the sound you hear. The sound you hear is really to keep us on track tonight. But when you're at home, your sound, and you may be able to hear the sound of the mantra as you're saying it over time. That's a possibility. And it's sort of a unifying our sound with the mantra, becoming one with our chakras, actually. So, Scott, could you just pop up the second slide? Did I just pop this in? Yeah, just to give you a look at what the chakras look like. And that will go into the website. And when you're at home, when you're practicing, if you wanted to, you could bring that slide up and do your meditation watching that image. Some of you might find that helpful. We tossed up as whether to do the meditation tonight with that up rather than the sounds, but decided that it was probably best to keep to the sounds tonight. And I just tossed this one into, and those are the different bodies, and you'll see those on the website too, with the chakras going up. So do we have the next slide? Right. So you can see I've spelled it incorrectly. It should be A-U-M, not O-A-U-M. I thought it looked a bit strange. I'm going to have to ask you, Scott, if you could redo this one. If I send you the correct one, if you could redo this slide and send it to Lee so she can put it in the on the website, that would be good. Yeah, thanks. So don't take any notice of my incorrect spelling. And you can see here we've got Om 3 breaths, 3 times, 3 breaths. Then when we come to the 6 times, it's Om 3 breaths, Om, Om, Om 3 breaths, Om, Om, Om 3 breaths. Split the 6 into 2, lots of 3. And with the 9, we've split the 9 into 3 groups of 3. So oh no, Francis, oh, are you changing it now, Scott? Oh, great. So if you could just take that. Oh, that's great. Smart, isn't he? Thanks. And in the 6, if you could just take those 3 breaths out of the middle of the row of 6. No, no, this 3 breaths here.
Is that how you meant it?
No,
Oh,
no,
I did the row of 9. I'm on my bad.
yeah.
So on the row of 6, you want only 3 there.
On the row, we want 6 without the 3 breaths. You've got 3 on the first line, we want 6 on the second, and we want 9 on the third. Like that, that's right. Perfect. Oh, that's great. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Scott. That's good. That's good, isn't it, Francis? Yeah. So Francis is going to take us through this meditation now. Thank you.
We're ready to start.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So if you'd just like to close this, please. And just inhaling and feel yourself connected with your breath. And feel the breath coming and going rhythmically and harmoniously. Just a constant flow back and forth. And you become one with your breath. You are the breath. The breath of life. And feel your breath flowing in and out of your heart. And noticing that each inhalation brings you more deeply into this sacred space. The sacred chamber of your heart. Allow your awareness to rest here, feeling the peace, the tranquility, and the love. Here in this beautiful space, through your divinity, the love and the light that you are, you consciously make the choice to connect with and ground into the crystal heart of Gaia, the highest organic consciousness. Just feel the strength of that. Now, see, sense yourself through the sun to the source of all creation. And connected as we are we experience a continual flow of love and light through our beings, fully grounded, aligned, and balanced. So we invite and soul fragments of our being to our personal teams, Divine Mother, Father, God, and all of the beings of light throughout infinity who are assisting us at this time. And we offer our deepest love and gratitude for your presence here today. And so we'll begin, bringing your awareness and your attention to your crown chakra, and inhaling Om. 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 Lam. 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 Om. 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 Raum. 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 Yaum. 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 Aum. 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 Shaum. 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 Aum. 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 Just gently now, bring your awareness back to the room you are in. Notice the chair you are sitting on. Take a deep breath in and become aware of your body. Feel your body sitting in the chair. Inhaling again and noticing that each breath brings you more and more into the presence and the awareness of yourself sitting in the chair in the room. Begin to feel your fingers and toes. Allow them to move a little. Bring your awareness to your arms, to your legs, to the front of your body, to the back of your body, to your head, to your neck. And just slowly allow yourself to move. Bit by bit, as each part of you becomes more aware, more awake, recognizing yourself as complete and whole, sitting in the chair, breathing in again, and just allow yourself to stretch, yawn, allow your body to move in whatever way it chooses. And begin to feel yourself more energized and awake. Bring your hands together in prayer position and just rub the palms of your hands together. Just feel the energy building there. Place the palms of your hands over your eyes. Feel yourself absorbing that energy through your eyes. With your intention, you can direct this energy anywhere in your body, or you can place your hands in any areas of pain or discomfort. Feeling that beautiful energy, your own source energy, your own soul essence. Being absorbed, healing, nurturing, embracing. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, just open your eyes. You are fully awake, aware, and alert, and ready to continue with your day or evening. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Frances.
Welcome.
So if we just take that off for a minute, Scott, we take that one down and come back to the room. If we, yeah, that's fine. Thank you. So we're going to give you some time to record any experiences that you may have had. If you've had some big experiences tonight and you haven't got time to write them all down, we just put some notes in so that you'll recall it, because, you know, if you have been having a major one, you will never forget it. So just write down anything that happened. And if nothing happened, write that down too, because that's also an experience. Yes. All set? Got enough time? Okay. Okay, thank you. So we can spend a few minutes sharing tonight's experiences. If anybody's got anything that they really want to share right now, I know a couple of you have had some amazing experiences. Whether you'd like to come on and share that with people, it's up to you, but it would be absolutely wonderful if you did. Yeah, I'm not going to mention names. It's all right. Okay. As we go on down the track, I'm sure that these experiences will come out. Yes. Yeah. I was going to talk about the Kundalini tonight because that's Kundalini rising is one of the things that you're definitely going to experience with this meditation.
Excuse me,
What-
Pat was going to share something.
Oh, was she? Oh, Pat, down the road. Pat, she's muted.
There. Is that on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying to Judy the other day that when I go out sort of quite often, sort of just not long after the sun comes up, and I take my dog out. He goes, I think I've told you, he goes out bunny hunting, and we go out. We've got a strip of land that's about a kilometre, and we would go up there in the car. I take him up in the car because he's too fast for me. And he gets out, and then, but in the morning, you see, he gets out and he's so full of enthusiasm. I'm sure a lot of it's got something to do with his energy and his enthusiasm. And out he goes and away after the bunnies. But then the sun and everything, it just, I start doing the lower chakra, and with the sun coming in and the whole thing, it's just like this huge vibrato and the resonance, and it's just quite amazing just with that morning sun. It's like the connection, and it's really good. It's really good. And then I'll continue on, and how many I get done depends on how far Benji goes and how many rabbits he might run after. But we usually get them finished anyway as we go home. But it's just that first lights, the sun in the morning. It just seems to be a connection there. It's just great. Yeah. I was telling Judy. So there you go, Jude. That's it.
Judy, you're muted.
So, Anne, it doesn't help, does it? Thanks, Pat. That was awesome. Is there anybody else that's got anything to share? Andy?
Yeah, Andy does.
Just briefly, I'm finding that throughout the journey of learning this session now, it's all just sort of started to come together, and it's just starting to feel like I don't have to think, is it Yam, is it Ram, Sham? It just, even if it's wrong, it doesn't matter. You just sort of go with it. And what I found, it was a lot more in sync. And the feeling at the end of it, especially when you're doing the energy thing, it was just, yeah, wow. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you. Well, perhaps I can share what happens to me. Should I? I start off and I start getting, it happens when I'm not meditating too, but I start to get the spinning going from my base chakra right round in a great whirling, and it shoots out my crown. Yeah, it's all encompassing. It's the most blissful feeling. It's a vibration. like a big spinning. Yeah. I think it must encompass all the chakras. Yes, and then it shoots out the top. And I think that is my experience of the Kundalini. And other people will have an experience of the Kundalini, and if it comes, there'll be absolutely no doubt. You won't say, what on earth was that? You'll know exactly what it is when it happens, but it won't be the same. No two people will have the same experience. So our Kundalini experience will be absolutely unique to ourselves. But with this meditation, everyone is ready and able to have a Kundalini experience. And we'll talk more about the Kundalini in our following meetups, our get-togethers. There's a lot to learn about it. But I just thought I'd just share that. Don't go looking for it, anybody. We don't look for experiences at all, because that gets the ego into it, doesn't it? You want to keep our mind right out of this. Yeah, the mind, the male and the female energies are so important, of course, when they need to be in balance. But it's like here they are, male and female, right and left brain. And for this exercise, we're going off to the feminine side, and we're leaving the male energy, the thought part, the intellect part. We're leaving all that behind just for this particular exercise. Very useful if we can do that. It takes some practice, but with the practice we can all achieve it, and we're probably all achieving it now. Yeah. So Divine Mother's very pleased with everybody. So we could have the last slide up, Scott, unless somebody else has something to say. Anybody else got something to say? And the other thing is, I've been having this Kundalini experience for so many years now that it happens when I'm in the garden or walking down the street or in the park or anywhere. All of a sudden it happens, just out of the blue. So that's interesting too. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do a wee bit of info first, and then we have a discussion at the end. So you're all competent now to practice the meditation in whichever way it fits you. You're going to be able to choose your own time, your own place, have your own space, how you put it together, the length of time it's going to take you for the breathing, but free to do it exactly as we want to. But there's one thing that Divine Mother says is absolutely vital with this meditation, and that is when we're planning and creating the meditation as we're going to do it, we have this, what would you say, the sacred and so vitally important 3 and 6 and 9 always included. That's what makes this meditation so different, is the sacred 3, 6, 9. We don't know what it does. We can't see it, but it's having an enormous effect. So you can do it any way you like, as long as you include 3, 6, 9. Yeah. And she suggested that any sequence be in combinations of the number 3. Now, I interpreted that tonight in the first slide as doing it in 3s, but that's not necessarily how it needs to be interpreted. Not at all. Because they're all in combinations of the number 3, aren't they? They were tonight when we did it the way we finally did do it. We did it 3, then we did a row of 6, then we did a row of 9. and they were all combinations of 3, but we didn't necessarily have a space between them. So you're free to do it the whatever way your heart tells you to do it. And the other thing is we can meditate on an individual chakra. You know, if we feel as if we've got something in our solar plexus or something that needs to be dealt with in our root chakra, we can do a lot of meditation on that individual chakra using the 369. And I do that quite a bit. And you can also work on limited groups of chakras. You could work on the three lower chakras, or you could work on the top 2, or you could, you know, just you could work on the heart and the throat, or any combination that you like, that you feel like that your heart's telling you you need to do. So, you know, just trust your inner knowing, and I'm sure that we're all going to be guided. But there's no rules apart from using 369 and doing it regularly. Now, regularly doesn't necessarily mean to say, I've got to do it every day. Because for some people, that might just be too much with the life that's going on for them. They may not be able to fit it in without being stressed, and we don't want to be stressed. If we have the intention to do it as often as we possibly can, I would say we probably do it a few times a week. We do the best we can. You know, upstairs aren't expecting perfection, but they want us to put our heart into it and do the best we can. And as well as, you know, we can practice the full chakra mantra, of course. We practice the full thing. Of course, we're meant to do that too, but we don't have to do that every day. You'll know what feels right, I'm sure. You'll know if you need to do a wee bit more. You don't want to get stressed and overcooked, you know what I mean? Because you're trying to fit it in when you haven't got time. I've asked Andy if he could put together a recording of all the chakras that we've recorded throughout the course, and we'll send it out to everybody. And if you wish to, you could do your meditation to that sound. You could play Andy's recording and chant your mantras to the sound. You might find that helpful, and Andy's prepared to do that. I think he's already got it done, he said. So tonight's the end of the course, and it's really the beginning of a journey. Now, this journey, I suspect I started this journey many years ago, and I've been doing different meditations and doing different work and doing different things that have been given to me to do for a long period of time now. And I think, I believe this is another part of it. This is the next step, and to bring other people in with me, so there's a group doing this. Like I said before, it's going to be a journey, a very spiritual journey. We'll be guided by spirit. We won't be given what it's all about at this stage. I've had a vision, and I had some word Divine Mother's told me a little bit about it, but she doesn't want us to know because it's not useful. We don't know anything ahead. What we do is we meet regularly, we meditate together, we have a good old chat and share and whatever, you know, it'll be very informal. And we'll do the meditation. And every now and again, I'll get a download. for the next step. They're only going to give us one step at a time. Because the value is in the journey, it's not in the destination. And if she gives us the destination, we'll be looking forward to the destination all the time, and that'll get our heads into it. So we do the meditation and stay in present moment, pray, stay in the now as much as we can, stay in our hearts as much as we can during the day. I mean, that's an ongoing journey in itself, isn't it? And I'm going to be given the next step. When we're ready for the next step, I'll be given it. Now, she said last year, she said that, you know, I'd been chosen to do this job. I didn't have to do it, but it was there for me to do if I chose to. So it was being me, I put my hand up. And then I got sick, and then I had an accident, and you know, it wasn't a very productive year. And I found that I was struggling so much that I wasn't actually doing the work she gave me. So I said to her not very long ago, I said to Divine Mother not very long ago, you know, have I really stuffed up? Because she had said at the time that it would be it's a 3-year journey. Well, you know, I took the whole first year. I haven't really done what I was supposed to do. And I said, is it too late? And she said, no, everything is in divine right order. And I laughed at that because when I had the accident, there was a whole lot of work being done on me while I was doing nothing. And so maybe that was a bit of preparation for this too. Who would know? Yeah, but anyway, she said everything's fine. So now it's 2 years out. And I was thinking, well, that's 2026, isn't it? And then she said something really interesting. She said, well, this is 2024, and it's another time now, 2079. Isn't there? She said. So maybe we're going to be jumping timelines. So maybe when we get to this, we're not going to be in 2024 or 2026. Because it was a very interesting thing for her to say. She said there's 2024 in this timeline and 2072 in another. That's when I was asking her if it was 2 years away from now, if it was going to be 2026. That was her answer. So don't know what it means. But so it's going to be quite interesting, I think. So she said, we've laid the foundation and we're all ready. We all know enough, and we've all got this meditation well enough now to go ahead and take responsibility for ourselves for doing it. We know how to do it. We've practiced doing it, and we've created this unit. It's there. We're all in it. It's a journey that will require taking responsibilities over an extended period of time in order to bring ourselves to where we need to be for what's ahead. And maybe not even that really. Yes, because over the extended period of time, we're going to be getting these downloads, which will give us more stuff to work on. But we're all fully capable of doing it if we choose to do it. There's no pressure to do it at all. But you'll know whether it's for you or not. And to know that this time you've spent in this class, if you don't want to go any further, if you just want this to be the end, and you're going to go and do something else now, there'll be something else for you to do if you choose not to do this, that's for sure. I just know that the time you've spent in this class has certainly not been a waste of time. It's been an opportunity for growth. And remember what Divine Mother said last time. She said, You have been participating in a very wonderful and drawn out sequence of chakra meditations. Yes, we see that. She didn't expect them to be so drawn out. But it's been wonderful because the exercises that you have been doing have aligned you in a deep way to the truth of the vibration of your body-mind. So maybe the stretched out part of this whole course over 3 months has been a great benefit to us. As you use your chakra meditation, as you bring yourself into alignment, you will notice more and more and more, not only a deep sense of peace, but a deep sense of being able to trust in your body's intelligence. This course, this group that we're having is going to be very informal. It'll be like a meeting of friends together. We can share. It won't be, it'll get to the stage where it's not the headmaster in the middle and the class around the edge. There won't be the headmaster. We'll all just be in it together. Yeah. So it's a journey that's going to require a radical shift in trust. Something that probably we can all increase our level of trust. And that's because we won't be told the destination, as I said before, because that's not how it's done in spirit. It's the journey that's the thing, and it will unfold for us as we go. And so we need to trust. If we go on this journey, we need to trust that it's all in divine right time, order, and we're being guided every step of the way. They'll be with us at all times. It's quite a significant group, and the work that it's going to do is really, really pretty significant. It's not just any old job. It's really amazing that we've been chosen to do this. There'll be downloads given throughout the journey at the appropriate time. There's no rush. There's plenty of time. The Divine Mother said that we mustn't feel rushed in any way, and there is plenty of time. And being no time, I don't know what she meant by that, but we'll find out. So it's no use even trying to think how long it's going to be, I think, because, things are in flux and they're changing all the time. And so, everything's changing all the time. So we just won't get into time. We'll just do it and know that it's all just going to unfold. So I suggest that we spend the next 2 weeks practicing as often as we can to keep raising our frequency, because that's what happens when we practice it. Our frequency keeps raising, and listening to our intuition and what our heart gives us. You don't have to make a decision straight away. Don't make a decision out of the head or the mind. Don't think it through. Should I or shouldn't I? Or will I have time or won't I? Listen to what your intuition, listen to what your heart, ask your heart, and it will tell you. It's 100% heart-based meditation journey. Totally heart-based meditation journey. So that's all I wanted to say, really, and that was a lot, wasn't it? So now we're going to have an open discussion. And Scott's going to look after this. We can put those down now, Scott. Yeah. So just like to, everybody can have a say in how we do this, how we go ahead, how often you think we should meet, the length of time we should meet, what you would like to happen. during the sessions. I've got a lot of material about all this that I can give you a little bit each time if you want that. It'd be quite good to be getting some more information about it. But you know, it needs to be fun. Really, that's important that it's fun. So if anybody's got any ideas,
Andy's got his hand up, Judy. Let's see what he's got to say.
well, thank you. Yeah.
Go ahead, Andy.
Just before we have the open discussion, Judy, could you describe a little bit about what a Kundalini experience is, what it feels like?
Well, I can't really because it won't feel the same for everybody. Because everybody's going to have if I explain to you what about it, you might start looking for that. Next week, when we meet, I'll spend some time on the whole Kundalini thing. And if you could wait till then, Andy, I think that might be the best thing to do.
All good. I just
Yeah.
wonder whether it was like a spiritual zapping or has it happened inside but that's all right. I'll just have to wait.
It'll happen inside. Yeah, it'll happen inside. Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
But you know, it's different. Like I know 2 people here have been having them, and they're both very different experiences. Like Pat's it was starting from her base chakra. She didn't say that, but it was, and and the Kundalini, when it starts to rise, it doesn't necessarily go all the way up. You might get the Kundalini coming up to the first 2 chakras. You know, for a start, it progresses. You'll know that it's something very, very different, and it's an energy. And but don't go looking for it. Is that okay?
Well, most of the literature, Andy, talks about it just like Judy is saying, it is an eternal experience, and it's an activation of the chakra points, raising up from below, going up. So your body will interpret that feeling and sensation in 100 different ways. So if you're looking for one particular way, you might miss the actual experience, and that's the warning. But it'll be some internal sort of feeling of movement or shifting of awakening or light or love or whatever your body experiences internally is usually what it's described as. The image is of a serpent coiled around the base of your spine that unwinds and climbs up and comes out your forehead. That's the image often used of the raising of the Kundalini, which sometimes that's helpful, sometimes it's not, because there's not really a snake there, is there? Let's move on. Ray and your lovely family.
We have a new member. Okay. We had 2 questions, 2 points actually. One, about spinning. I used to get, when I used to do long years ago, like during my in 20s also, and now I get it off and on, and I'm aware because I'm in that state that yeah, it is moving, and if some interruption comes, and then I immediately stop. So should I allow it to happen, let it go long? Because generally I'm doing this meditation before sleeping, sometime even late, even 12 o'clock, depending on late night sleeping time and other thing, before sleeping. So should I channelize it or control it, or sometime I'm just, and then the one thought will come, oh, time, and then it's going, or should I stop? Like, should I do it with mind regulation, or what exactly?
Just allow it to happen, Ray. Don't stop anything. Whatever happens, just allow it to happen.
Okay.
Why would we stop it?
Sometimes interruption of time factor comes outside and then it happens. Okay, okay. And it will
Yes,
stop
yes.
straight away.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yes. Yeah. Oh, do you mean sometimes it happens outside meditation?
no, during the
Oh,
meditation,
I just let it
as
go.
I
Yeah.
think it starts naturally.
Mm.
And as I said, spinning is, yeah, I
Yeah.
have experienced earlier also.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it may be some interesting for you people about spinning. In India, during my childhood, teenage, and it's normal, there are some specific days of, there are, like Saraswati, you said. Similarly, there are some there in the whole year, I think twice, there are 9 days where the Hindus, they pray specific, the different avatars of goddesses, like, I don't know if you have heard that. You might have seen somewhere the black one, Durga, and all these. So those especially 9 days is a big festive time, especially North India side, and they celebrate for 9 days. And there are some scientific and other connections also. Anyhow, the main thing what I'm talking about is, I remember I have seen some people, we used to take, we like with a mother, we used to go here, there during our childhood. Some particular specific people, they used to do little bit like this, and then their voice used to change, and they used to answer or do some sort of rituals or some sort of answers or some sort of activities. And then some people who were not into these things, they used to, oh, this is black. This is not like, it's what do you call the they said like that Devi is a, like Saraswati is a Devi, like goddess. She comes in that person and she's answering. That is a normal feature for us to be listening or seeing and having answers, etc.
Like they're in another realm.
Yeah. It's
Sounds-
might be interesting.
It sounds
Yeah.
like somebody channeling, like Cryon and like
Correct.
Divine Mother said, like they're channeling. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. But for us, it used to be like a ritual and the religious thing. And especially, of course, there are people who are using these powers as well for the sake of maybe money or prestige or many other reasons. And they used to circle like this, and they were wearing red, some red stuff here and open here and eyes rolling, and then answering, the voice change, all these things used to happen to a number of people. And then gradually they make it as a part of their money making process also. So then I said, okay, we skipped away from there. So that's another experience. I thought, okay, I will share with you that. And second thing about the timings, as Judy, you were asking, we have started Rongua course, Rongua, the plant medicine. Maori, it's the Maori program. So we have started that. Today we were having class, but we skipped it because we wanted to attend that. But they have in between break. And I was thinking maybe if I go, I will 7:30, I can sit down. So about the time factor.
You're talking about time factor for the ongoing meetings and whether
Yeah,
you're going to have
yeah.
them on Mondays at 7:30. I think that's a question that we're asking everybody to sort of weigh in on, if that would work, or if there's how often we want those meetings. All of that is something that maybe should be part of this discussion for everybody to put in their 2 cents worth. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what my concern, or I'm really, of course, I don't want to break it, and happy to meet it. If we have some specific time, then we can navigate specific days, then we can navigate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Because
Linda.
me and Siddhi, this daughter, we both are doing that course together.
Right. And how long does that go? Is that Is that always on Mondays, every Monday for a month, or
Yeah,
how long is it?
it's a long,
It's going to go for an year at least. It
Until
says
ne-
32 weeks full time. So
it's a full-time course from 6 to 9 in the night.
Until the end of the year?
Yeah, and there will be just school holiday, school, as the school term break, we will have the similar breaks.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Linda, go ahead.
Yeah, hi everyone. Talking about the Kundalini tonight, I would quite like to share my experience. I'm assuming that I have had a Kundalini experience. Couple of significant things happened. For 3 nights in a row, I experienced getting really hot and sort of hot and heart racing, and then shortly after that my whole body tingled like pins and needles, and probably lasted about 3 minutes during the meditation. So that happened 3 nights in a row, and then it hasn't happened again. And then probably about a week later, I was deep in the meditation, and I felt just at the base of my spine what felt like bubbles, and I could feel them rising up. They went up to about the heart. It just felt like little tickly bubbles just rising up. And it was definitely in the spine area, and so I'm assuming that is the Kundalini. So yeah, I actually found it very exciting.
Yes, that sounds awesome, Linda. Sounds like it, yes. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you for
thank you.
sharing that. Yeah. We could meet once a month, and that you might find that more manageable over a long period of time, because we're thinking of quite a period of time, you know, and I think we're all practiced enough at it now to be able to take responsibility for doing it, because if we do go on this journey, it will require that we do the meditation. That'll be part of it, you see, for us to get there. Yes, I mean, this is the meditation they've given us for it. I think there's going to be another meditation too, because I've already got it. I can't share that yet, but there will be another one coming, and we won't have to do a course on it. So, you know, you might feel that once a month is enough, and we can have a good get together once a month on a Monday night.
So Judy, I think once a month sounds doable. Will that be sufficient from what you understand we want to accomplish?
I think so. Yes, as long as the thing is, it will depend for each person on how committed each one of us is to the journey, and you know, be prepared to actually, I suppose it's almost like making a sacrifice of keeping up this meditation. It's a big ask. It is a very big ask.
Yeah, so tell us a little more. If I think many of us are planning on keeping this going just anyway. I don't think we took the course just to finish it and check it on our resume. I think the intention is this is going to be a lifelong practice for many of us. So even though we're doing that, what will happen once a month as far as furthering us as a group to come together and go on this Divine Mother's journey? What can we expect monthly?
Well, I think I've got quite a lot more information from her that I can give you, and I can, you know, feed that into the groups. Suchita is very open to, if occasionally we could have a meeting, maybe on a Saturday or something, at about 9 o'clock in the morning. She would come on. She would join us. And then we would get channelings, and we would, you know, I mean, that would be awesome, because she's been on this journey with us too. Sue's with us all the time on this, you know. I mean, she and I are
Yes.
always onto it.
Cool.
But that would mean that every now and again we would just go on a Saturday morning for an hour at 9
And I
o'clock.
think that'd be completely doable. I wouldn't have a problem with that. And I mean, I guess one of the things we could do right now is get a sense for how many people would like to sign up for the ongoing, never-ending journey. Let's put it that way. To sign up for the commitment of both to practice it yourself, and I think 99% of you are going to do that anyway, just for your own spiritual light. But then also to try and sign up to come once a month to the meetings. There'll be what, 1 to 2 hours like this meeting? Is that right,
Yeah,
Judy?
probably about that. Yes, an hour,
Yeah.
hour and a half, 2 hours, probably. Yes.
And then if we know how many, then we can ask what would be the best date and time. Maybe a Saturday morning will be the time that we do it. And then whenever Suchita is available, she can sign in from America and channel Divine Mother and instruct as well. I mean, I have no problem if it's a Saturday morning time, but other people they may have commitments. So first we need to decide who is willing and wants to put their name forward. And then out of those people, what days will work and times will work, so that we can then look at what's the best day and time to lock it in for an ongoing monthly cycle. Does that work for people?
Yeah.
So what's the best way to collect the names? I wonder, what do you think, Pam? Should we have people put their name in the chat or email you? Or, I mean, we could look at the names now and decide right here.
People could put their hand up maybe, or put their names in the chat, but we need to check with Lee, I think, to make sure she's available on a Saturday morning, because this is her Zoom
Well,
account.
yeah, and I'm only saying Saturday because Judy said Divine Mother can do it then.
Yes.
But we haven't settled on that yet because
But
only a few people.
I talked to Lee today, and to see whether, you know, because it's a big commitment to Lee doing this for us, and Francis suggested the possibility maybe if we have another Zoom, we go onto a different Zoom, so that frees Francis. That frees Lee.
Who's Lee's Zoom? Yeah.
And I talked to Lee about that, and she said she's happy to continue on the Monday. And she texted me just before to see if we'd be happy with every second Monday. And I'm thinking that maybe we just have it once a month, because there's somebody else going to put on the alternate Mondays. Somebody else is going to take that spot on the Monday night.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can ask Lee to have her Zoom at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. So is there any way that we could use another Zoom? Still on 5D and beyond, but use another.
Well, in my mind, the first step is to find out who wants to sign up for it. If we got enough, say we get 10 people signed up for it, then we can ask those 10 people, out of these days, Monday, Saturday, which is the best day to work for you, or right? And then we can find out which Zoom we can use on that day and sort of work out the logistics that way. Sort of backward engineer it from first having the people involved, help decide what works in their schedules, then look at what we need to do to make that work for either a Monday or a Saturday or a Wednesday. Who cares? It could be any day. Obviously not the days that we have Thursdays and Sundays locked in pretty firmly for 5D ones, so we'll avoid those ones. But we could do a different time on a Sunday, right? If people want to do Sunday, again, find out who wants to do it, then let's see what we can vote on which day works for us. So put your name in the chat. Looks like most people are already doing that. You put your name saying yes and what day is best for you out of the 7 days of the week, avoiding Thursday night and Sunday at 7:30 as well, because that's the 5D classes.
Could I
And
just
then-
say something?
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead, Judy.
We've already got Monday locked in. We have got Monday. And
So you want to stay with Monday then?
No,
The only reason we were looking at changing the day is because you suggested Saturday sometimes, but
yes,
that could be just a one-off, yeah.
yes. No, all I want to say is that we do already have Monday, and Lee's very happy to do it. And if she can't, if Pam's going to be happy to be part of all this, Pam would do it. And I was thinking that once a month, for me, I thought once a month might be manageable for everybody over long term, and that every now and again we could also have a Saturday morning with Sue,
Yeah, okay.
as well as the regular, say the first Monday of every month, or the last Monday of every month, and then we could have Sue coming in on a Saturday morning sometimes, and we could just let everybody know that Sue can come on Saturday, and because she won't be able to say exactly when she can be there. So we,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
and that's fair enough. It does look like most people are saying Monday will work fine with them once a month, except for Ray and her family. And maybe we can, if we did that once a month, Ray, would that
Yeah,
work
it's
for you
okay.
guys?
We will take a break. It's fine. I think
Okay.
we can sit over there as well for 1 hour.
So it looks like we'll just stay with Monday. So I guess we want to then pick which Monday on the month do we want to lock in?
And besides, just one more thing, you remember under CC, we used to do every Saturday, 6 o'clock, early morning meditations, which
don't-
works for US people also.
Yeah.
So that's the alternative I'm suggesting, because early morning doing meditation is great also, and it was very good, and it was taken seriously by all of us. That Saturday morning means all over. I don't know about Lou, if Lou and our Australian counterpart people.
Yeah, because at 6 o'clock time. Yeah. So like, hey, Lou, what have you got to say? You got your hand up. Let's listen to your input.
Yeah,
bud.
thanks, Scott. First of all, we're talking about this ongoing meeting, as you call it, unending meeting, Scott, as you call it, to meet once a month. That's perfect with me. I do agree. I do want to continue. Monday is perfect. Timing is perfect. Remember that I changed time in a couple of weeks, and that will be 2 hours later for me. That it doesn't matter. It's for me, the schedule that we have had up to this point works perfect, no problems. And Monday is perfect. However, when there's something exceptional, for example, when the Divine Mother wants to connect or whatsoever, if the time is different or the day is different, I guess that will be an exception
Yes.
Yeah.
to what we're doing. And I can always try to work it out, as you know already, my timing. My next question is, Yudi, are you planning to continue on a meditation course of any kind, so that we will have a regular meeting like what we have had just up to now, once every 2 weeks, and we will continue on the meditation learning, so to speak, that will be a different one, or will you put that in the Mondays in between?
Yes, well,
Yeah, you go ahead, Judy.
I'd quite like to get this sorted first. I've got other meditations to teach, really important ones. Really, really, really important ones. They wouldn't take that long. And I could, if we did this one once a month, I could probably teach that one in the Monday, in between, so that each one would be a month. Was that how it works? My old brain doesn't work so well these days.
Yeah, that's perfect. That sounds great. Like that will mean twice a month on different Mondays, every 2 weeks. So
That's right. That's right.
that's
But I'm not ready to start that yet.
no, it's okay. The starting,
know,
you,
the
you,
sit down-
you
yeah.
said the timing that you need to get ready and prepare, but is from the point of view of getting organized, that seems to be perfect. That will be 2 meetings per month on a different purpose every 2 weeks on a Monday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
once we start that. So
Yeah,
I
right.
like Judy's saying is let's lock this one down. And so it looks like everybody is the most part saying Monday will work, and most people seem to like the first Monday of each month. Anybody who wants to come and continue this can't come the first Monday of each month. If that's true, raise your hand now. Otherwise, we can pretty much commit to that right now and start setting that schedule up, Judy.
Yes.
Mondays, yeah.
Yeah.
First Monday of each month.
Yeah.
Looks like everybody's good with that. So there might be a few times when you're away on that day and some people will miss some, and everybody's going to have that happen in their schedule. But for the most part, we'll have a planned first Monday of each month. We'll get back together with Divine Mother Meditation and have another interaction together and start walking this path together. So I think what we're saying is we've created this community of practitioners, and now what are we going to do with it? And this is Judy's answer to that. We're going to meet once a month and it will evolve from there. And so just trust that it will evolve in a way that likely is going to be quite exciting and beneficial to each of us. So you can always just practice it on your own, and you should continue to do that. If you'd like to continue to develop and evolve this as a group, because there's much more power in group dynamic coming together, and we've already kind of established that through this process, then the first Monday of each month we'll have a meeting for that. Am I stating that correctly, Judy?
Yes, I think that's perfect. And I'm not quite ready to start teaching the other meditations. I've got a very important meditation to teach. We've been doing it down here for 7, 8, 9 years, I think. Jess, it's since 2016, is it? 2015? Yeah, I think, Jess. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
And
when you're ready, for that, Judy, we can just announce that in the 5D class and in our Monday once a month class, and have everybody get ready to sign up when you're ready to go with that. Yeah.
but I need to get Lee to hold that Monday in the meantime, so it doesn't get filled, because there's somebody else wanting to do alternate Mondays, every second Monday, alternate to my 2 Mondays.
Right.
So
Well, we can work that out with
I
Lee.
can just
Yeah.
hold that Monday, that
Yeah.
empty Monday, until I can pop something into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can work that out with Lee offline. That's not a problem. Yeah.
That's Scott. That's a good idea. Just to fix block 8 Monday. So in this case, the first Monday will be for the group meeting, the ongoing follow-up, and then
Yes.
say you fix or you block the second or the third, as an example, for Judy, for continuing on the meditation learning process, and that will be activated at the time that Judy is ready for it. So then we
Yes.
will have, for example, the first Monday and the third Monday of the month. And those 2
Yes.
Mondays are blocked. That's a great idea.
Yes. That's what we're saying. We'll just confirm that with Lee offline once we get that sorted. But I think we can count on that now. And so our next meeting, Judy, will be the first Monday of next month. Yes?
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Can I-
Easter.
There's a
That's
one.
Easter.
Oh, is it Easter,
Mm.
Francis?
Yeah.
Well, is that a problem?
Well, probably, because people will be away. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it might be for some, but is it going to hurt if people miss it once in a while because of a holiday or something? There's always going to be something come up.
No, well, there is, that's right, yes, there is. Be good to miss Easter though, if we could. And we'll think about that.
Yeah.
Scott, there's another thing. You know, in Lee's calendar, she's got every second, we're every second Monday, and it doesn't take into account what's the first Monday of the month. So if we're going to do the first Monday of the month and the third Monday of the month, is that always going to fit with her calendar? Because we don't want to get into
Well, again, I think we can take that offline with Lee and work that out. If it doesn't work, then we can get back with people, but I'm sure we'll find a
Yeah.
way to work that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Right.
I suggest here something just to change the perspective? Like Scott, you have one Sunday for your teachings. So can't we have one Sunday for Judy? Because mostly Thursday and Sundays, other than your teaching and sometime video, we have general discussions.
That's up to Lee. If Lee wants to do that, that's I don't have a problem with that. We can always ask her if that's preference. People were just saying Monday would work for them, but if we want to ask if we can have it on one Sunday a month, I don't know, Judy, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying. That think
I quite
about
like
it.
the Mondays. I like the Mondays.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think once the admin side's worked out when we start on the first Monday of each month, then Pam might be able to put out a group email just to clarify dates and times.
Right.
Yes.
Well said. Yep.
Yeah.
Francis.
You have to unmute yourself,
You
Francis.
Thanks, Scott. I was just going to say, I don't really think Sunday's a good idea because a lot of the people who go on to the Sunday night meetings aren't doing this course.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, that would sort of cut out their opportunity to participate.
A good point. Then this is what brainstorming is supposed to be like. We're supposed to throw out ideas and we look at the pros and cons of each one. So again, every idea is worth listening to and we'll just sort of go with it. But it looks like we're gravitating towards Mondays, first Monday of each month. That feels like for the majority it works. For the ones it doesn't, we'll see if we can figure out a way to help them get through it. But you can't ever find a day and time that fits everybody's life. So sometimes we've just got to look at what's the best fit, and then people that doesn't fit can look at, well, what can I do to shape my life around that? If I really want to participate, we'll find a way to do it. So right now we're looking at first Monday of each month, same time. Yeah.
Yes. And I'll get another course ready as soon as I can, but it might be a little while.
Yeah, and that's all good, Judy. We're not going to pressure that. That'll happen as it happens when it's good to do that.
Yes, but it's a good time to be doing it because we've been doing it down here and it's prevented any disasters on the South Island. I mean, with the big earthquake and it didn't travel as it would have done because of this meditation we're doing. And there's quite a few things that have not happened on the South Island because we're doing work on the South Island. And it absolutely works. So it'd be very, very good if it went to Oz and it went to the North Island as well. Very, very powerful. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, Francis again.
Thanks, Scott. I was just going to say, I really think it's very important for us to take the time for this meditation that we're doing to be integrated more before we start thinking about the next one.
Yes.
That's right, Francis. Yeah.
Yeah. Let this mature like an old wine, enough that it's starting to really produce some value. Yeah.
There's a difference between a nice cognac and a brandy.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think we've just started a journey together. So those that are willing and wanting to continue, I think it's kind of an exciting opportunity just to see where this can take us as a group, as well as personally as individuals. It's a wonderful gift. It's a beautiful meditation. It's so in line with everything Raz trying to teach us to do. All of his teachings about spiritual awakening, about raising the Kundalini, unblocking your chakras, having that experience. That's a personal and very sacred thing. All of the things about the initiation in the pyramids and a lot of the ancient mystery school initiations are teaching to bring about the same experience. So this is an ancient thing that has been known by the masters from the eons of time of how to spiritually align yourself through the veil with the divine. And we've learned it directly now through Judy and Divine Mother, a clear and beautiful way to do it through sounding and meditation. So it incorporates that sounding element. That's just fantastic. It's the first step on the journey. We've learned it now. We've got to a level of competency with the learning of it, and now let it settle in and really bear fruit in you. And then as we come together monthly as a community, it's gonna it can open so many powerful doors that I think it'll be a very exciting experience for us all. So encourage you guys to really take it seriously. It's the mystery of how to penetrate the veil is right here.
Yeah.
It's in doing this together and coming together as we have the experiences and sharing our journey and walking the path together. That's very powerful.
So that looks like there's 25 of us, doesn't it? If everyone here is going to be doing it. You may not all be going to do it. You know, we don't know that. You haven't decided possibly yet. What about people who aren't on tonight, who come on occasionally?
Well, what would you like? We could put out an email inviting them to telling them the schedule and inviting them to join in if they want, or I mean, it's really up to you, Judy. How do you want to manage that?
Well, I think that we don't want to be exclusive, and there's nothing exclusive about this at all. But if we're going on this journey, we're going, and it's a group, we want it to be a group and not just have other people pop in when they feel like it from time to time, because I don't know whether that will, it might help them, but I don't know whether it will help the whole thing. I'm not too sure about it. It seems to me that we're either in or out.
Yeah,
But
it
then we
feels
don't
like
want
that
to
to
keep
me.
anybody out who might want to be in, if you know what I mean.
It seems like the prerequisite is that they finish the course, right? If they've come through this point and finished, they learn the 7 chants and have practiced it enough that they've got to this point, then they, to me, that's
Yeah,
the prerequisite
absolutely.
to join the rest of the group process.
Yes.
Does that sound
Absolutely.
fair to everybody else? Does that anybody think that should be different than that?
The
Doesn't
whole
look like
thing,
it.
like the group is a cohesive group. So even people who have gone through the whole thing, if they come occasionally, they're actually going to be drawn into the frequency of the group. So
Yes.
it will assist each one, and it's not going to matter to the coherence of our group one bit, I don't think.
Yes, if they've gone through the 7 chakra meditations and I can only come to the first Monday once in a while, I think that's okay as well, because they've met the prerequisite.
Yeah.
I don't think any one of us is going to be able to meet every single Monday for the rest of eternity. There'll be some Mondays we'll miss.
No, that's
and
right.
I think that's okay. Yeah.
That's right. Yes. And it's the same with the meditations, you know, it's just saying there's nothing rigid about it. We don't have to do it at 9 o'clock every Monday morning or, you know, every day. We do it when we can, when it's easy. We have the intention to do it as often as possible. And we'll be given the opportunity to do it at a level that suits each person. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's sorted. We just
Yeah.
need to kind of clarify with Lee, and we can work that out through this coming week and stuff, Judy. No problem there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So, are we all happy with that?
Yes.
Oh, Karen, yes.
Judy, I just want to just thank you so much. Much love and gratitude to you for taking us all through this course. It's just been absolutely incredible, and I've really sort of been growing and learning each time I do it. And Floyd, my dog, loves it too. He always jumps up on the bed with me when I do my morning Divine Mother mantra. He absolutely loves it too. So thank you so much. And also thank you very much to Scott and Andy too for the work that you've put into this. Thank you.
And Francis, that was a
And-
beautiful
And
meditation.
Francis,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And not forgetting Pam.
that's right.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a real group effort. It's been wonderful. It's working with everybody, and I think we've all seen a benefit in doing this, or at least enough that we've put forth the effort to try it out, and in doing that, hopefully that invokes the experience or an experience that's of value to you, which is the promise in the mystery schools and in the teachings around that. It's only by having enough faith to act on what you hope and practice a little bit, you start to open yourself up to experience, which is real, where real learning and knowledge comes, isn't it? A lot of people in our world today want to learn about something, so they just know neat stuff about things, but that's not real knowledge. That's almost kind of a fake superficial knowledge. Real knowledge is experiencing it. Like you can study and know every detail about the mechanics of mountain climbing, but until you actually get up on a mountain, you don't really learn what mountain climbing is all about. I think that's very true in the spiritual journey. So this has been, we've learned how to do it, we've practiced it, we've started to open up the doors to experience, which are only just beginning to open to us. And I think Judy and Divine Mother will lead us into down the hallways and into a myriad of rooms in the great Temple of Solomon. So I think we're going to have a wonderful adventure together. Lou, go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Judy. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Lou. No, Francis is going to
thanks.
give it. Sorry.
Okay. Judy, I just want to thank you deeply from the immense distance that separates us or because of your patience, your love, your effort, your knowledge, and your dedication. And that is an incredible gift for all of us. At the same time, I don't think that we should forget Pam, Andy, and Lee, and Scott. So this is a team group, but you are the engine, Judy. So we have to keep you fueling up so that we can continue. Much love from this end of the world, okay?
Thank you, Lou. Thank you so much. So I think we've just about come to the end. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, very, very much. And, I appreciate you, Pam, and you, Scott, and you, Francis, and you, Andy, so much, because, you've been such a big help in all this course. And so we'll just finish tonight with Francis is going to take us through prayer, just to finish off.
Thanks, Judy. Today, I'd like to read a passage from Rupert Spera's beautiful book, where it is there, The Heart of Prayer. And this passage comes from page 73, and the words were written by Shantananda Saraswati. And it's really, really meaningful and purposeful to what we've been going through like these past months. So just close your eyes and once more connecting with your breath and feeling yourself resting deeply within the sacred chamber of your heart. Just allow yourself to feel into these words and the wisdom they carry. If you begin to be what you are, you will realise everything. But to begin to be what you are, you must come out of what you are not. You are not those thoughts which are turning in your mind. You are not those changing feelings. You are not the different decisions you make and the different wills you have. You are not the secret ego. Well then, what are you? You will find when you have come out of what you are not, that the ripple on the water is whispering to you, I am that. The birds in the trees are singing to you, I am that. The moon and the stars are shining beacons to you, I am that. You are in everything in the world, and everything in the world is reflected in you. And at the same time, you are that. Everything. And so it is.
Thank you, Francine.
Thanks, Judy.
So we'll see you on the first Monday of this is April. Yes, next Monday of April. Goodness. We're putting up the Christmas decorations before we know where we are.
If anyone wants a copy of that book, The Heart of Prayer, I've just popped it in the chat if you want to grab it before we depart. You're welcome to download it from there.
Thanks, Andy. It's a beautiful book.
Oh,
Thank you,
can't
Judy.
say
It's been an interesting journey, a very interesting learning curve. Thank you for your time and your downloads from Divine Mother. Thank you, Pam, for being Chief Whip Cracker and emailer and all the rest of it. Francis, thank you very much for leading the meditations. They were absolutely amazing. And Scott, what a legendary effort you've put into with PowerPoints and coordinating it all as well. Thank you all.
Thank you, Andy, for everything that you've done.
More than good.
Thank you.
It's been a great team effort. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Night,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.